how are you doing in this transition and like what are you doing and just how is this going for you?
It's so hard mentally.
Yeah.
It's so hard mentally. When you're doing one thing for a long time, you just feel like that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And when you see comments that are like, why would you try to be funny? You suck dick, just suck dick. And it's like, oh yeah, you're right. Your brain really is trained to feel like that. It's hard to transition, hard to let go of the money.
Yeah.
Because I've been prostituting, like I prostituted for 15 years.
God damn it, girl.
So
you got
it's
a
like,
story on you.
not 15
But I
years,
love
13
You was
years.
you was walking the streets.
No, I didn't have to.
I
Because
know.
they had the internet, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Oh,
it's
so you count internet.
It's just,
Are you
well,
talking
I was
about
on
like
Craigslist.
OnlyFans?
I was a Craigslist girl.
Oh, okay.
Sure,
Okay.
yeah. I was a Craigslist tag. I was tagged first, and I was Craigslist.
Okay.
Selling that coochie.
I know that's right. What's the most you sold it for?
$3,500 is the day I quit.
I know.
Why
That
was
was
that
the
the
la-
day you quit?
Cause it was trash, and I'm like, I'm beginning to get a conscience. I'm asking this nigga why I didn't nut, and he paid me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this is my last time doing this. For real. And I was in Atlanta. I came here. I flew here to do it. And the guy, he took a break from work. His wife called. I'm like, this is too much.
Oh my
This is
God.
too much.
$3,500 and he's
$3,500.
married.
Yes, he's married, and he was a contractor. Like, he was a construction worker contracted out to
He
do
just
some
trying to
type
have a
of...
good time.
It only lasts like 6 minutes.
6 minutes for
For
$3,500.
and he went back to work.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, yeah, this was trash. Never
And
again.
see, I was waiting tables like a bullshit ass bitch.
But that's okay, because you ain't catch no bodies waiting tables.
Yes, I did.
Oh, shit.
The fuck?
Those are some good tables.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I should have sold a little coaching.
Not you should have sold it.
I was giving it up anyway.
Anyways.
No,
Shit.
don't think of it like
just
that.
playing, I'm just
Nah.
playing, I'm just
I don't
playing.
promote it now. When I was younger, I used to promote selling pussy, but now I be like, don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I do want to, I know we're going to get to the topics, I promise. So I do want to ask you how you feel about people saying like, there's no difference between like y'all be having sex with niggas for free and it be less than, and at least when I'm having sex, I'm getting paid for it. Like when people try to make it seem like women are stupid for having sex out of like feelings and love.
As I've matured, I realized that you're going to make excuses for the decisions that you make when you know that other people are talking shit about it. You're going to try to like, oh, let me make it make sense to you. Let me talk shit about what you got going on. Having sex for free is not bad.
Right.
You love somebody, you like somebody.
like them.
Why would that be a weird thing to do?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I know a lot of girls nowadays, they're getting hurt in relationships. They're getting a lot of taken from them, and they feel like, damn, I should have got something out of this situation. Now they want to sell a little coochie. But that still it's like, it's going to devalue you. Later down the line, you're going to really think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that from personal experience.
Right.
It's just like, all right, that doesn't really make me feel like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know how to explain it. I don't know how to put it into words, but I know how I feel. Like, I don't want to do that no more.
Right.
I know.
And I don't want to tell girls to do it. And then, and they're, you know, later down the line, they're really thinking about that. Like, I shouldn't have done that.
Right.
You know, I really didn't. Because what you going to use the money for? To open a business? Or you just buying clothes?
Yeah.
It's like
I mean, because that's what most of the girls do, if we're being honest.
Just trying to
Yeah.
look cute.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even, it's really not. Oh, that's me.
Right. Oh, no, you
My bad. It might be
That's
my
okay.
kids. That's what they do.
So I'm
But,
gonna. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, because at the end of
It
the
is
day,
like
too, does that make it any better? Like, do you feel any better afterwards just because you got something?
Yeah.
A lot of the time, you don't. Your
No.
heart's still broken.
That's
You
what I'm
still
saying.
feel some
But
type
it
of
does
way.
make it harder for you to catch feelings.
Yeah,
The
it
thought
does.
process becomes different. It's like, I can't, if I want to like a man, I can't look at him for how much money he makes. At this point, I can't, because then I'm just going to only be stuck on that. I loved a man, or I thought I loved a man. He was giving me all his money. And then once the money ran out, I'm like, I don't even like you.
Right.
So it's like, you don't want to get stuck in that. It's just, for me personally, because I did it for so long. So, I
But
don't
see,
know.
then I think it's crazy because it's like, that's true. But then can a relationship really prosper if there is no financial stability on the man's behalf?
I feel like because I'm financially stable, it's easier for me to look at a man for who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And then also because I used to sell pussy. But y'all are not doing that. So it's easiest to be like, nah, you need to bring something to the table.
Right. Right.
It's understandable. But I try not to devalue the way that I look at a man by be like, well, how much money you making?
Yeah.
Because you probably don't make as much as me.
Right.
Right.
And if you do, you're probably weird. Like,
It's crazy
Because
Because
a
let's
lot of
chat
niggas be
about
weird,
it.
like-
The ones with the money be weird.
they
a
be
lot
weird.
of time. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the more money that I make and the more like popular the show becomes, I have honestly become like more lenient on that. Like I used to be hardcore, like, oh, you got to make this amount of money to talk to me and X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
But honestly, like as I make more money and stuff, it's just like, okay, money comes and goes. I'm gonna make it regardless. I'm gonna have a good time regardless. But like, how is your character? How do you treat me? How do you make me feel?
And I got my own bag.
Yeah.
And then I go off ambition. Like maybe I can put you into a position where you can make some money.
Right.
You know what I mean? You working hard every day at your job. Let me take you out of that, open you a business, and you can make money doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like maybe I'm not really into building a man up anymore.
Right.
But it's like, all right, but I got you if you ain't got it.
Right.
I don't
It's
want
like
you
teamwork.
to be like,
Yeah. It's
that's
more
how
so
I
the
feel.
teamwork.
So before I wasn't really into the 50-50 thing, like, nigga, you need to pay it. But now I'm like, niggas realistically, they're not making what, you know what I'm saying? They're not making that much money. And if they are, it's like, you're weird. Deadass, I meet a lot of men that have a lot of money and they're weird.
And they
like,
be weird as
can you
hell.
shit on my chest weird?
Oh, like that.
Now,
kinda
goddamn
weird.
it, I was saying
Weird,
weird
like-
as far as saying grand
I said-
rising queen.
And even weird, like,
Or
they
like
can't
he-
have an intellectual conversation, but I'm just saying, I'm an adult entertainer, so you
Right,
the
so
niggas that you
experiences
meet
are a
is
lot
weird.
different.
Like, you think you going to meet a regular nigga, he like, so what's up with that dick sucking? Like, damn, you cool? Like,
Right, yeah.
Alright.
How is you cool?
Have you ever did something like that though, and then after the fact you was like, "Ooh, I shouldn't have did it."
I just did it, so I'm not going to say the specific situation, but I was in his car, and the guy, it was an important person. He ate my pussy. I sucked his dick, and I felt really. First of all, his dick was little.
Oh no.
Yeah, you nigga, you. It's like, it
He
was.
gonna sit this and be like, me?
He don't give little dick energy. So I'm
Yeah.
like, dang, I really. And then he nutted in like 1 minute. And I was just like, okay. I felt so dumb after that. I was
Afterwards.
like, I would never do that again.
Yeah.
Because I'm 30 years old. What am I doing?
Yeah, yeah.
What am I doing?
So I want to talk about like how your career affects your like family life. Because how many kids do you have?
I have 2 kids.
How old are they?
12 and 2. I
Okay.
started over. Don't do that. Y'all have kids?
Not yet.
No.
Don't have kids.
I ain't.
Why do everybody that have kids?
Because I
I'm
got
not gonna lie,
kids. I'm experienced. I know. Don't have kids.
You ain't got to tell me twice.
I want to have
Listen,
like one or
adopt
two.
one at like 7 years old.
I'm probably gonna adopt
we
like a
cool with that.
16-year-old.
Get through the
Yeah,
whole
you know what I'm
year.
saying? That
Give me
young
2
stage
years, go ahead.
bullshit. Okay, adopt them about 8, 9, 10, 11, 16.
I want my kid. By the time I adopt you, can you drive, hoe ass nigga?
You know what I'm saying?
Can you cook a
Can you
grilled
watch
cheese?
yourself?
Hey,
Hey,
Can you dress yourself?
can you go to work and pay a little rent?
Wipe your own ass.
Come on
Okay,
now.
you ain't never toddler doo-doo. Ain't that.
That's what I'm
Ain't that.
saying.
I will say babies be so cute though, but then every time
Don't
I
fuck
hear about them
what?
fucking blowouts, I be like, you know what? I can
That's
wait.
what happened to me with Jackson, my nigga.
They be cute, but then what? They need it's just
Because why did you just shit up your back in the fucking car?
Why is my name Mommy?
Why?
Every 1 second.
Stop calling me mommies.
Yeah, I'm Janice today.
Okay, but talk about that, especially with the 12-year-old. Like, does he know what you do?
It's a girl. I have 2
Oh, I'm
girls.
sorry. Does she know what you do?
My daughter does know what I do. Unfortunately, she grew up with me.
Right.
I had her at 18, so I was still growing up. And so I didn't really shield her from a lot of things that I was doing. And so she does know a lot of the things. She just recently told me that she thinks she's gay. So I'm like, damn, dude, did I play a part in that? You know what I mean? Maybe she just she hates men at this point. It's just, I just want to change just for that. Like,
Yeah.
girl, if you choose to do something, you can choose to do another thing. Like, you
Right.
don't have to be stuck in one thing for the rest of your life. But it's hard.
Yeah.
Because I want to be Janice.
Yeah.
Then it's like your mom. Like, remember, that's something that you got to be.
Right.
It's hard.
How would you?
How-
oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how was it having the conversation with her about it though? Like when you had to talk to her about what you do, because obviously now she's older and she understands.
One time, we was at school having a parent-teacher conference, and I was saying I have a job, and she was like, you don't have a job. And I was like, I do have a job. And she just kept arguing with me about it. I'm like, dog, they gonna think I don't got no job.
Yeah.
And so I had to tell her, like, listen, this is what I do. Like, I'm an entertainer online. Like, this is what I do. Mind you, now that she's 12 years old, she's like one of my biggest supporters, not in what I do. She's just like, I want you to win. You know what I mean? But I feel like having that open relationship with my daughter, I don't know how the conversation came about with me. And I think I caught her watching adult films like one time. And I was like, this is what I do. Like, I don't want you watching this. This is what I do. You know what I mean?
Right.
But just having that open relationship with her is really important because I didn't have that with my mom.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She didn't teach me none of that. Like, at all. She
Yeah.
didn't teach me not a damn thing.
Mhm.
So
How's your